What's going on, brothers? It's let me tell you the name. Got another video for you. As you're entitled, Lockout Part 36. Here goes. So, you brothers who are well-read, you brothers who are well-versed in history, you brothers who are familiar with African proverbs, there's one particular proverb from Ethiopia that goes a little something like this. Where a woman rules, streams run uphill. Translation, things will be asked backwards. And we're seeing that right now in this Galo-centric twilight zone that we live in. We see it because it's becoming more and more obvious that these femcells, these tribes, these ditch pigs, and those who tell themselves and tell the world that they're strong and independent, they don't need no man, they can't pay their bills. They can't pay off their debt. They can't step up to the plate and shoulder the hardships that life is throwing at them. Hardships that they themselves put themselves into through their own ruinous choices. And while they've done this, they have also turned things upside down. Hence the reason why, if you're on public transportation, you can't sit with your legs wide open because that's man-spreading. And if a woman does not understand something and then you explain to her, it's called mansplaining. And if you open a door for a woman in a public place, that's benevolent sexism. But this new shit, apparently, if there are male preferences, then there are phobias. I'm not making that shit up. So apparently, if you have a preference and you're a man with your soul who have eyes to see, ears to hear, that's a phobia. And I gotta laugh at this because a phobia is something that you're afraid of. A preference is something that you like. But you know these trollops, a lot of them today are soft in the head. They have these advanced degrees in fluffy bunny studies and philosophical fecal matters, but somehow they get to talk down to you and lecture you and tell you about yourself. Yeah, fuck that noise. So, apparently, over in the UK, the second largest city in the UK, known as Birmingham, is now bankrupt. And a top dollar black pill gangster was kind enough to inform us about this. Shout to him. So Birmingham is bankrupt. It is bankrupt because they squandered all of their resources helping these feckless, broke single mothers and fighting to get rid of this wage gap. The second largest city in the UK went bankrupt trying to help these slags. And this is why I keep telling you, brothers, that you have to master your Lockout game and perfect it. It is of the utmost importance that you do that. These ditch pigs, these trollops, these psychotic malcontents have said that they are our equals. If they are our equals, they should have no problem paying off their student loan debt, the credit card debt. They should have no problem kicking ass in their trades and just prospering in life. But a lot of them, they just aren't doing it. They can gloat all day about how they outnumber men on college campuses. They can gloat all day about how these men are lonely. They do it all day. But when reality starts throwing them curveballs, they get hit by every last one of them. And rather than they actually take the time to fix the problems in their life, they rather ignore reality, remain in la-la land. That's why their condition right now is waxing worse and worse. Or as Brother Darius M. said, these women are not looking for relationships, they're looking for help. And that's why I've told you, brothers, that host denies, parasite dies. If you're looking for help, no, strike that. They're not looking for help, they're looking for a pet wallet. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for somebody to give them a soft landing. They spent money that they don't have. They can't pay back their student loan debts. But somehow you're supposed to march back to this Galveston Street Twilight Zone and help them. And if you don't help them, then you are an istism phobe or a misogynist, whatever the goddamn cliche is. To which you can respond with, women aren't important enough to hate. Shout to Brother RPM. You hear what I said? If these trollops accuse you of being a misogynist, you simply tell them that you and women like you are not important enough to hate. That's what you tell them. And another thing too, brothers, is, have you noticed that there are some gyms out there that are closing their doors? Guess who's responsible for that? These clout-chasing trollops and sperm toilets on social media. You know, the ones who go into these gyms and cry wolf. Those idiots. They're responsible for that. You see, quite a few of them have gone to those videos with titles such as Top 10 Places to Find High-Value Men. They go to those videos, they end up going 20 or 30 miles to a gym in an affluent neighborhood. They go there to try to find a husband or a boyfriend. The shit backfires. And then the men leave. You see, this is a pattern. Here I said, brothers, this is a pattern. These individuals, these femcells, these trash bags, will look for problems where there are none. And when they see that there are no problems, they fabricate a problem. And then after that happens, everything goes straight to hell. That's why they're being ignored. That's why men are just avoiding them like the plague. They're mad that in upwards of 60% of men in their 20s and 30s don't talk to or interact with women out in public anymore. Well, these trollops asked for that. Thanks to hashtag Mgtow, thanks to hashtag waste his time. They're getting locked out, and there's nothing they can do about it. And I'm going to say it like this. I understand that there are a lot of bitch-made simps who are now saying that what we say is extreme. No. What I say is actually very merciful, because when I tell brothers to close the water and walk away from the table, that's passive. That's passive. I'm telling men and boys who are worth their salt, who have eyes ears to hear, those who will listen, that if these trollops want to play these games, they should close the water and walk away. Prevention is better than a cure. Because at the end of the day, nobody's going to fight for them. Nobody's going to have their back. Newest bullshit with Russell Brand just proved that. Now, me personally, I'm not a fan of Russell Brand, but I can learn from what he's going through. We can learn from this. And we can use this to help us master our life like I'm perfected. Mine's perfected. What say you, brothers? Are you doing the same? Are you mastering your life like I'm perfecting it? Well, you need to get cracking, because when October gets here, these trollops are going to be looking high and low for that pet wallet. This cuffing season will be horrific. And you brothers need to keep your head on the swivel and stay in the shadows. Shadow Brother AC. And I'm going to say it like this. These trollops can prattle on and say that it's not fair that the men today have ignored are now ignoring them. They can say it all day. They can say that it is wrong that men who know their worth don't want to wife up these impoverished single mothers. They can say it all they want, but at the end of the day, that's the bed that they made for themselves. They made their bed, and now they can get fucked in it. End of story. This is L.O.M. Mgtow. So I got for you. Let the badass share in the commentary. Feel free to subscribe. If you want to donate, this is my change, my tip jar on the upper right hand side of the screen. This is your bliss icon. All right, fam. All right, brethren. You know the drill and your routine. Go on with the road. SYSBM. That's for these ditch pigs, these femcells, these impoverished single mothers who are begging for pet wallets to come and rescue them. Give them nothing. This has been Mgtow PSA. More to come stay. See you soon.